Hello and welcome to the 2021 Styrian GP analysis of Valterri Bottas. Let's see how he went in the race, and then we'll dig into some lap times. So starting P5 after the grid penalty from the spin in free practice, and in P3, which I think was probably the best that Valtteri could hope for this weekend given his pace. Fifth quickest lap of the race, only the 15th quickest pit lane time. So a little bit slower there for Valtteri. Did not win his teammate battle. Now, before we jump into the lap times, let's look at some positives. So podium finish, as I said, I think that's a pretty good performance for Valtteri given what he could expect. And also held off Perez 2 times during the race. Look at the negatives, the gap to Verstappen and Hamilton, both Bottas and Perez significantly behind there. Spin in the pit lane, obviously, in free practice. And then also looking at the tyre degradation throughout the race was relatively substantial. And then looking at strategy, very typical strategy employed by Mercedes for Valtteri for those that start on the medium tyre and then onto the hard tyre, which really did become the key tyre at the back of the race. So let's dig into the lap times. So you can see here relatively good progression through the first 25 laps and no real slowing down of the tyres due to degradation. And then hopping across the hards, you can see instantly the improvement in pace there. But then over time, just quite a bit of degradation towards the end of the race. As you can see, those lap times actually starting to increase despite the fuel burn. And then moving on to the teammate battle, as I do every week. How did he compare to Lewis Hamilton? Significantly slower in those first 15 laps or so, looking at almost more than a second a lap. And then it flattened out a little bit, and then on the new hard tyres, both of them flattened out, but you can see Hamilton getting ahead quite a bit throughout that hard tyre stint, and then Hamilton going for the pit stop at the end there for the fastest lap. And most importantly, let's look at the comparison to Perez. You can see here initially Perez getting up to about a 4-second lead, but then Valtteri started to catch him here. And then we know that Red Bull had the issue in the pit stop, Perez's pit stop, about 4.5 seconds, meaning that Valtteri could get ahead, even with the undercut from Perez. And then really constant. Perez could not make inroads into Valtteri here, so that's why Red Bull made the decision. Do the 2-stopper, and as you can see, as we all saw, one extra lap would have done it. So you'd probably have to ask, maybe Red Bull should have pulled the trigger just a little bit earlier here, and then given that Perez that extra time to catch Valtteri up. But in the end, great weekend from Valtteri, I think, compared to what he could expect. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Hit subscribe to let me know that you want to see more of these videos, and I'll be back next week.